Welcome to Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Rachel Hall.
And I'm Dara Williams. We are here to bring you news from across the district.
Hey, did you hear about what Apache Elementary School is doing to encourage reading in students?
No, what is it?
They have multiple reading challenges school-wide that can improve their reading.
Wow. Let's take a look.
Well, this year, this is our first year ever having a million-minute reading challenge. And so Mr. Pumphrey and I talked last year, we wanted kids to become passionate about reading and develop that love and passion for reading. And it's always hard because you have students that aren't really sure, they haven't found anything that they love, they don't necessarily like to read. So try to find things that they're going to make connections with, whether they're short and sweet stories about football or basketball, longer stories, whatever they are. But my job would be kind of finding out a little bit about them. What do they like? What are their dislikes? Do they like adventure, mysteries? And then trying to connect them with that book that's going to make them want to continue to read.
Overall, the outcomes of the school-wide reading challenge are positive.
I've read 4 or 5 this year.
I read 20 already.
I've read, I think, 10 maybe.
I read about 4 books already.
Apache has also created a Guys Read program to encourage reading in boys.
Guys Read is a program I found online from John Chexa. He's the author who wrote several kids' books. The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales is one of the really popular ones. And I found it, and it's just this literacy program to get boys to read, because there's a lot of statistics out there that show that boys don't read as much as girls, and oftentimes not as at a high of a level. And so I thought it was really cool, and I thought this is a way I can get boys here to read. And so we have a book of the month that the boys aren't required to read. It's just a book that I think is cool. Like this month we read Donner Dinner Party, about the Donner Party that, you know. And then we've also read several books, like there's Fart Squad, The Adventures of Bean Boy, I don't know, just a lot of books that are funny and gross and cool.
In Guys Read, they also like to have fun through games and activities.
Every third Guys Read, I think we smash stuff, and it's based on like the theme of the book that we read. So like if we read a baseball book, we would normally do like he'll buy some fruits and stuff, and we'll go out in the playground and hit the fruits.
And then we usually have activities, like sometimes we would go outside and smash fruit, and sometimes we'll tackle boxes in the hallway.
With photographer David Frohart, this has been Dalton Jones reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
What a great program that adds competition into the mix.
And involves all students for improving their reading.
Riding your bike to school creates such a memorable childhood.
Well, at Sunflower Elementary, their 3rd grade class got to ride their bikes during school at the annual 3rd grade bike rodeo.
At Sunflower Elementary, we covered the 3rd grade bike rodeo.
It just gets us out there talking to kids. It's just that community relationship that we like to have in good standing, and it just helps in that way to get to know the kids. It's basically all about safety, wearing your helmet, how to cross the street correctly. We want them to get off their bikes. It's a lot safer than just darting across the street. Just basic safety things. For the last 4 years, I was in our bicycle unit with Lenexa. I just like the interaction with the kids.
We asked the students what they learned at the bike rodeo today.
Put a helmet on your head, because if you fall off, your head will be safe. It gives you lots of exercise.
Another student told us what he learned at the bike rodeo.
How to be safe on a bike. Wear a helmet and get off your bike to walk across your street.
We also asked the students what their favorite part of the bike rodeo was.
Well, you have to stop when you go to the crosswalk and get off your bike and walk it. And that there might be a few twists and turns that you have to go slow around. I think that you got to ride your bike, and that they taught you about some stuff that you might have not known.
With videographer Charlie Martin, this has been Nick Shipp reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
I remember getting my bike license in the 3rd grade.
Right, a small step to getting the license we have now.
Overland Park Elementary invited a karate instructor for the day. It was a very exciting day for the students.
The students were taught some basic skills of karate. Let's take a look into Overland Park Elementary.
Hit again, hit again. Oh! Give her some claps. That's awesome. Well done.
This event is the Get Up and Move event. It's a Saturday morning event for our families. It's an opportunity to expose our families to games they can play together, opportunities that are in the immediate area for children to be involved in, demonstrations by local schools and offerings in our area.
Our school is AKK Karate USA in Overland Park. Well, today we're here to just really talk to kids, get them moving, talk to them about karate, start giving the kids the benefits of martial arts.
Here's something that one of the students wanted to say about the karate presentation.
During the karate, my favorite thing was when I kicked my little sister in the back.
Also at the Get Up and Go event, they had presentations from cheer and boxing.
We just really want our families to get together and be active and stay healthy, and we're really trying to encourage that this year at Overland Park Elementary.
With photographer Ashley Naiman, this has been Andrew Tabb reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
That's what I call kicking the year off, right?
Dara, do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I think I want to be a scientist.
That's interesting. How about we see what students at Rising Star want to be?
Wait, no, I want to be a doctor.
We were, several teachers got together this summer, and we always try to think of a different theme for each year, and someone came up with the idea, let's just be, B-E. And it's open-ended, everybody can choose what works best for themselves, and it's been great. The kids have loved it, and so everything, it's just open-ended. Be you, be whatever you want it to say.
This year we're learning about, our phrase is be. Be anything you want. Well, we try to be as kind as we can, and we always work together. It's kind of like a together school.
They were so excited, and I loved their different answers because there were a variety. It meant something different to each student, and it was fun to hear everybody else's response and what they thought it meant to them.
Be better than you are yesterday, every day. Be kind.
There are two mindsets, one being a fixed mindset. Some people think that when you're born, you're either born smart or you're not born smart, and it's just already set, and nothing you do could change it. But I believe that you have a growth mindset. It doesn't matter. You might be born smart, and if you are, great. But you can learn, and it doesn't matter regardless. You can stretch your brain, you can keep working at something, and everybody can be smart. They love it. In fact, I find that they're even carrying this into their homes, and their parents will tell me that they come to school, they come home and they say, if their parents say, oh, we can't do that, and they correct them and say, well, you need to have a growth mindset. Anybody can do this. They were so proud. We painted rocks. The first week of school, we painted rocks. They each chose what they wanted to paint on their rock, and our theme being be, they painted one word to finish it. And some of them said be creative, be you, and the parents, I do know that they were so excited to hear about it at home, and it's a great tool. They can use it. They can talk about this at home, and then we have our rocks out in front of Rising Star for everyone to enjoy, and the parents have enjoyed coming up to see them also. I think it just speaks for itself. You want to be better than you were, and then you always want to be your best, and being your best means to keep working at something. Even if it isn't easy, you keep working until you get it.
With photographer Holly Jackson, this has been Ian Kyrelaber reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
It looks like the students at Rising Star have their future figured out.
Yeah, maybe I should have attended that. Have you had the chance to go to the Center of Academic Achievement? It's brand new and includes many advanced programs available to all students in the Shawnee Mission School District.
Let's take a look.
In the Center for Academic Achievement this fall, we opened with 5 programs that are here in the center. So those programs are serving students that are interested in animation and game design. So they look at 2D and 3D animation. We also have engineering programs. We have a number of courses that are offered here: civil engineering and architecture, advanced concepts in CAD, engineering design and development. Students are studying in medical health sciences, We have Medical Science 1 and 2. The second students, the Med-Sci 2 students, are out for a good portion of their time in internships across the Kansas City metro, so they get hands-on experiential learning opportunities. We also have biotechnology courses here, so we offer biotech 1, 2, 3, and also we have some students in 4, level 4.
We show up at about 7:35 and we immediately go to the biotechnology room and we get these lab coats on, and Ms. Bott tells us if we're either going to be working in our lab journal, if we're going to be doing a lab, then we sanitize our lab stations, we spray them with disinfectant and ethanol, and then we clean them, and then we clean basically everything we're going to be touching, and we put gloves on and we put safety glasses on, and then we perform the experiment.
And then our culinary program, the Broadmoor Bistro, is housed here at the Center for Academic Achievement.
Well, for me, I come in approximately at like 5 o'clock every morning, and I set the pastry case up, and I get everything ready for like coffee and pastry sales. We serve coffee and pastry every morning from 7 to 12:30, and then the students come in at approximately like 8 o'clock, and they have class for 2 hours, and then they either go back to their home school, or more students come in the afternoon around 12:30 and have class here and have their homeschool classes in the morning. So,
With photographer Lexi Calverley, this has been Damian Sanchez reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
That's an amazing chance for all the students in these programs.
Right. I may have to go check out that bistro.
The Westridge wrestling team is off to a great start this fall.
With 3 newcomers this year, they're making this season the best.
I've been coaching, this is going to be our 3rd year, and I've been coaching at Shawnee Mission West 3 years. And before that, I was a coach at Maryville University for 2 years, which is a college in St. Louis. And that's where I graduated from, and I wrestled there.
Continue my momentum.
This will be my 3rd year at Westridge and Shawnee Mission West, and my 7th year coaching overall.
I wrestle with my siblings a lot at home, just kind of for fun. We just not really do it by purpose, just kind of end up doing it after fighting, but this kind of gives me a way to do it for more of a fun and kind of physical purpose.
Right now we've got a couple girls on the Westridge team. That's nothing new, right? We've had girls on the team before, and we've had some girls on the high school team. And so far, I mean, the girls are just like the guys. I mean, there's no difference. They're working hard. They're doing all the same things, and you know, they're learning just along with everybody else. So it's pretty cool to see, you know, girls wrestling starting to take place. Kansas is doing some really great things in offering girls wrestling in the high school division. There's a really big push right now for Kansas to have girls wrestling as a sponsored varsity sport, where there's going to be a Kansas State Championship, just like there would be a boys state championship.
My brother did it, and I would always have to go to his meets, and I'd rather play instead of watch. I like how everybody doesn't go easy on me because I'm a girl.
I don't really care whether they're a girl or a guy. Everyone should get a fair choice to do it. If they want to do it, that's fine. The girls that we have here are doing a really good job, and they could turn out to be very good wrestlers.
I think they fit in great. Some of them actually give the boys a little bit of a run. Some, you know, they're athletic and they do a great job.
With photographer Gabby Nichols, this has been Emily Kearns reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Great start to the season for the Westridge Wildcats.
Best wishes for a great season. Have you ever been to a petting zoo?
Of course I have.
I've never been to an instrument petting zoo. East Antioch's 5th and 6th grade band and orchestra took part in playing in the petting zoo.
This is called the petting zoo. It's where all the 5th graders and 6th graders try the instruments.
I am the associate band director at Shawnee Mission North High School, and then I also teach at 5 of our feeder elementary schools. I teach at Marion Park, East Antioch, Santa Fe Trail, Neiman, and Rushton. Band and Orchestra Petting Zoo is the opportunity for 5th grade parents and students to get in to see the instruments that they're considering playing. They get to see them demonstrated by students and adults who actually know how to play the instruments, and then they have the opportunity to play them and find an instrument that they are really excited about and also feel like they could do well on to kind of get them started.
I have one older sibling that's going into 6th grade, and he's doing band and choir this year.
I mean, it's a great opportunity for them to just get excited to see that the band program is broader than just their particular school. There's, hundreds of people there. It gives the parents the opportunity to ask questions and get acquainted with the directors.
I enjoy it a lot because, this is where I started, and so to get another person involved into what I think is, the best thing in the world is a great experience for me.
I want to play the trumpet.
Yes, I want to play the trombone.
With photographer Cole Summers, this has been Kennedy Moore reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
That looks like that was a fun experience.
Learning how to read is a fond childhood memory for most people.
That's funny you say that, because Comanche's Family Engagement Night this month was focused on helping parents teach their kids how to read.
Comanche Elementary School celebrated Literacy Week by having a Reading with the Stars themed family engagement night.
So this is our first family engagement night of the year, and it's going to be our family literacy night. This week is also Literacy Week, so we're kind of celebrating a little bit of both in both places. And what's really cool about this is we invite all the families. We'll have some dinner, we'll have pizza, and then in each of the classrooms we'll have different grade level activities going. The idea is really to get families here, get them reading with their kids. We're going to be modeling some reading strategies, talking about vocabulary and how to read at home with your students. And then we'll also have a STEM activity room going on whenever they're not doing a reading activity. So we have family engagement nights quarterly, and sometimes we have more just depending on kind of what's coming up and what the needs are. But the literacy night, this is our first time doing a family literacy night at the beginning of the school year. I'm the building's instructional coach. So I'm basically here to support teachers and students all throughout the year. So the teachers and I kind of got together and we decided what do the families want, and they want to teach kids how to read. So we all work together. The teachers have incredible activities planned, and I am just merely supporting them in their endeavors tonight. Advice I would give to parents that are wanting to know tips of their kids is just do it every night. Read with them every night, ask them about what they're reading at school, get excited about reading, and model what a person that loves to read looks and sounds like.
At the beginning of the night, St. Thomas Episcopal Church dedicated a lending library to the school to encourage reading.
Tonight I'm really excited about the crafts and the activities, and mostly reading because I really like reading. My favorite thing about reading is the characters and the genre, because I like the places that they go because it can be magical, like in a fairy tale. My favorite book to read is the Weird School Days series because they're fun they have a lot of comedy and it's really funny. My favorite was Mrs. Daisy's Crazy.
With photographer Adam Brown, this has been Julie Askren reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Such an awesome program.
It allows students to have a learning environment in and out of school.
Shawnee Mission West is a home for many great leaders.
Students, teachers, and parents welcomed guest speaker Tom Cody when he came to teach them about leadership and positivity.
Here's what Tom had to say.
Recently, Shawnee Mission West invited guest speaker Tom Cody to talk to parents, teachers, and students to let them know that they always have a choice.
Our main message is you have a choice. It's all about choice in our program. When something happens that you don't like, you are now faced with a choice. You can either give your day away or keep your day. You can either get negative or be okay with it.
Cody knew what he had was groundbreaking, but he never expected it to reach as many people and grown as it has.
I never really intended to do any of this. What happened was we started a little 9th grade class for our kids. We were sick of telling kids that math and science and Shakespeare was something they were going to use in their life because it's frankly not even true. So we started dealing with stuff like mistakes and boredom and procrastination and things that were really helpful to kids. We really had no intent to go anywhere beyond that. It immediately became clear to us that we were onto something really good because the kids were getting into it. Their parents were calling and saying, what's happened to my child? They're actually interested in this class you're starting. And so frankly, one night, we had a parent night, and one of the parents was a teacher at another school. And she came up to me and said, you have to come and teach our staff. And I was like, okay. We thought we had a class for kids, and it turns out the adults need our stuff even more than the kids do.
But what does Mr. Cody have in store for the future?
But I think our next thing is, we got enough stuff now. We just got to get out and spread the revolution. Because schools don't work for a lot of kids. They work for some kids. They just don't work for a lot of kids. And so we think we're revolutionaries. We think people can be more happy and more successful if they're aware of their inner life. I think a lot of times with kids and teachers, everybody talks about outside stuff, like do your homework, play basketball, whatever, but nobody talks about what's going on inside your head, which is either you're scared or you're happy or you're nervous, or nobody teaches you how to manage your inner life, and that's what we do. I just think it's powerful when a young person learns that they have choice, because I don't think we give kids enough choice to begin with. And so it's cool when they find out they have choice about the big things, like how they're going to live their life.
With videographer Kaja Wakefield, this has been Lindsay Hadaway reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
A great experience for our student council in the district.
To most kids, riding their bike is a freedom that comes with age.
For third graders at McAuliffe Elementary, the bike rodeo allows them to earn their bike license so they can ride to school for the very first time.
We're here at McAuliffe Elementary taking a look into the third graders' experience on getting their bike license here at the bike rodeo.
How many times are we going to go around the circle?
The bike rodeo is a great time for third graders to show off their bike riding skills and learn about safety, and they come up and participate here at school. We partner with Lenexa Police Department, and they learn all the skills to get a bike license so that they can bring their bike to school.
The course contained a variety of obstacles, showing the kids the rules of the road.
I was very excited for the bike rodeo today because I was excited to ride my bike and get a bike license.
Because of previous experience, some kids were able to complete the course with ease.
I thought the course was really easy because I've been riding my bike for a really long time, and I go on bike rides a lot with my friend.
They just love to participate, and if they don't bring their bikes, they had a fun thing that they did this year where they said, "Mark, get set, go," and so those that didn't have their bike still felt great, and everybody gets a license because they learn the safety. And so when they get that license, they all hold them up, and they're excited to have them, and it just makes them feel grown up to have a card with their name on it.
With encouraging help of parents, the kids were able to stay safe while having fun.
We get great support from parents, and having that support, I think, and the kids loving it, it's been a great program, so it just continues.
With photographer Taya Kenner, this has been Dara Williams reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Bike rodeo!
A great time to get out and learn.
Especially at that age and given that freedom.
Every school day at Pawnee Elementary, 5th graders and their teachers go outside for 15 minutes to do fitness activities.
They learn different stretches and workouts to stay in shape. Let's go take a look.
5th grade fitness is a time for kids to exercise and have fun in the morning before they have to go back to learning.
So 5th grade fitness started 2 years ago. We had math first thing in the morning, and when we were trying to teach math, we had kids coming in who were either falling asleep and not ready to start their day, or they had way too much energy and couldn't stay focused. So we knew we needed to do something different. So that's where 5th grade fitness came from. We take 10 minutes out of our day, we do some vigorous physical activity, and then everybody comes in refreshed and ready to learn. It's a really nice unifier for our grade level. We do it as a full team instead of doing it as individual classrooms. It's just some unity in the morning, and it's good to get your legs stretched. They're still kids, and sometimes sitting all day in a chair is not the best thing for them.
My favorite part about 5th grade fitness is the stretches and the running, because it just helps me it helps me wake up in the mornings and get ready for the day. My favorite part is probably the stretching. We get to be active, and we are not, and I don't like running very much, so.
It's definitely beneficial to our health because it helps us get in shape, and it also helps us pay attention better in class.
We stretch and walk out in place for a little while, and then we do like push-ups and things and lunges and stuff. And then we normally take a lap around the field or 2 laps around the blacktop.
Everybody needs physical fitness. I like stretching at the beginning of my day, and I mean, if we could, we should have PE every day, but since we can't, We have 5th grade fitness.
With photographer Ashley Olson, this has been Mary Beth Carlin reporting to you from Encounter Shawnee Mission.
A nice way to wake up and feel energized.
Thanks for watching Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Rachel Hall.
And I'm Dara Williams. We hope you have a wonderful day.